If humanity only knew the power of the 3, 6s, and 9s, it would be a completely different universe. This is the power of the 3, 6s, and 9s. And it wasn't just Tesla.
In the annals of scientific history, few names shine as brightly as Nikola Tesla's, an enigmatic figure, often shrouded in mystery and misunderstood in his time. But today, we're about to embark on a fascinating journey into the life and mind of this extraordinary inventor. You might know Tesla for his revolutionary contributions to electricity, but there's so much more to this genius than meets the eye. From his daring experiments to his visionary concepts that continue to shape our world today, there's a treasure trove of surprises waiting to be unearthed. Tesla's obsessions. Imagine having an aversion so strong that you could only touch something at the point of a revolver. Well, that was Tesla's relationship with human hair. He found it utterly revolting. Pearls gave him the creeps, while crystals, on the other hand, were a source of pleasure for him. And if you dropped small squares of paper into a dish filled with liquid, it resulted in a taste that was nothing short of horrible. Tesla's sensitivities were truly unique. Tesla had a peculiar love for the number 3 and any numbers that could be divided by 3. His maids knew this all too well. When they delivered towels, they made sure to bring him 18 because 18 is divisible by 3. Even his choice of hotel rooms was influenced by this obsession. He would opt for room 207, which is also divisible by 3. He couldn't fully enjoy a meal unless he lifted each napkin and piled them up on the table. It wasn't just about the napkins. His visual sensitivities even extended to seeing a luminous trail after someone had walked on a patch of snow. Tesla's world was truly one of unique experiences. Towards the end of his life, he developed a deep affection for pigeons. His favorite pigeon was a white one with subtle touches of gray on her wings. Tesla once said, "I loved her as a man loves a woman, and she loved me. As long as I had her, there was a purpose to my life." This shows that even a brilliant mind like Tesla's had a softer side. Tesla's prediction. Nikola Tesla predicted that in the future, the landscape of gender equality would undergo a profound transformation. He believed that the struggle for sex equality would ultimately culminate in a new order, one where the female would ascend to a position of superiority. He wasn't talking about women merely imitating men. Tesla envisioned something much grander. He foresaw a world where women would awaken intellectually, becoming a dominant force not just in society, but in the entire world. This forecast was nothing short of absolute in his time. Tesla's belief stemmed from a deep understanding of history. He confessed the centuries of suppression that women deal with, and he saw this as a powerful, fermented source of untapped energy. According to him, this energy would eventually burst forth, driving woman to levels of progress that would startle civilization itself. Imagine dormant power of the female brain, stimulated after centuries of repose, leading to an intensity and power of activity that would reshape the world as we know it. Tesla's gifted brother. A quiet night in the Tesla family home. A young Nikola, just 7 years old, was about to experience a life-changing event. It all began when an Arabian horse owned by the Tesla family was startled by a pack of wolves in the mountains. The frightened horse, in its panicked state, lashed out, injuring not only Tesla's father, but also his older brother, who was 12 years old at the time. It was a tragic and harrowing scene that young Tesla witnessed. The injuries inflicted that night would have profound consequences. Sadly, Tesla's older brother did not survive the injuries sustained during that fateful night. He passed away, leaving a void in the Tesla family that could never be filled. Tesla, in his autobiography, My Inventions, vividly recalls this heart-wrenching moment, saying, "I witnessed the tragic scene, and although 56 years have elapsed since, my visual impression of it has lost none of its force. The loss of his gifted brother had a profound impact on young Nikola Tesla. He struggled with feelings of unworthiness and shame, believing that his brother possessed an intellect far superior to his own. This sense of inadequacy would shape Tesla's journey as an inventor and thinker. In the wake of his brother's passing, Tesla was determined to honor his memory and prove his own worth. This drive fueled his relentless pursuit of knowledge and innovation. It's remarkable how such a tragic event could shape the destiny of a genius. Oscillator startles Twain. In Tesla's Manhattan laboratory, he had this incredible high-frequency steam-powered device, which he nicknamed the earthquake machine, in which steam being pumped in, driving a piston up and down, connected to an armature. It resulted a furious up and down shaking at fast speeds, all to generate electricity. It was a marvel of engineering. You see, Mark Twain, the literary giant, was known for grappling with some serious digestive issues. It was a real struggle for him. One night, Tesla extended an fascinating request to Twain. Mark Twain, standing on that very swing platform in Tesla's laboratory. The room crackling with electricity, the machine vibrating with immense power. In less than 2 minutes, Twain's face turned from curiosity to surprise, and then suddenly, he made a dash for the nearest bathroom. The powerful vibrations from the oscillator seemed to have an unexpected side effect. It provided Twain with the, shall we say, relief he desperately needed. It's safe to say that Twain's constipated woes were no match for Tesla's seismic creation. Tesla's creative visualization technique. Tesla didn't rely on traditional methods like models or experiments. Instead, he had a unique approach called creative visualization. What exactly was Tesla's creative visualization technique? Well, it was a method where he didn't need physical models or experiments. He had this incredible ability to vividly imagine his inventions. In his own words, he said, "I needed no models, drawings, or experiments. I could picture them all as real in my mind." Instead of physical prototypes, he constructed, refined, and perfected his creations entirely in his mind's eye. This method was drastically different from the conventional approach of immediate experimentation. Tesla's process was all about deeply immersing himself in his imagination. It's almost like a form of daydreaming, but with a purpose. He believed in fine-tuning and problem-solving within the realm of his thoughts before even touching a physical component, and he wasn't alone in this. Einstein also experienced a similar phenomenon known as combinatory play. It's this ability to think outside the box, to create without the constraints of traditional experimentation. Why did Tesla have so much faith in this method? Well, he saw it as a time saver. He believed that jumping straight into experiments without a solid visualization stage was a waste of precious time, money, and energy. Maternal influence on Tesla. You see, Tesla's mother was no ordinary woman. In his own words, he said, "My mother was an inventor of the first order." She hailed from a lineage of inventors, passing down a legacy of creativity and ingenuity. From the crack of dawn till late into the night, Tesla's mother tirelessly worked, crafting an astonishing array of tools and devices. She wove intricate designs with thread, showcasing a rare skill that was nothing short of extraordinary. A young Nikola Tesla growing up in an environment where innovation was second nature. Surrounded by his mother's creations, he was exposed to a world of possibilities, sparking his own curiosity and imagination. Tesla held his mother in the highest regard, speaking of her with immense admiration. He highlighted her exceptional courage and unwavering resilience, traits that undoubtedly left an indelible mark on the young inventor-to-be. This maternal influence didn't stop with Tesla's upbringing. It continued to permeate his work throughout his prolific career, leading to some of the most groundbreaking inventions in history. Tesla's gambling habit. Tesla's passion for innovation was matched only by his penchant for cards. His father was none too pleased about this gambling obsession. He saw it as a reckless waste of money and time. His mother, on the other hand, understood something deeper. She recognized that this was part of Tesla's journey as a human being, a journey of self-discovery and growth. There was a time when Tesla found himself in a deep pit of despair. He had lost it all, every last cent, in a high-stakes game. He couldn't even afford to play cards anymore. It was then that his mother, in an act of profound understanding, handed him a roll of bills. She said, "Go and enjoy yourself. The sooner you lose all we possess, the better it will be. I know that you will get over it." And you know what? It worked. In that moment, something inside Tesla shifted. He conquered his gambling compulsion then and there. From that point forward, he never felt the urge to gamble again. It's a testament to the power of understanding and support in overcoming our struggles. Gambling wasn't the only vice Tesla grappled with. There was a period when he smoked excessively, endangering his health. But once again, he showed incredible resolve. When he realized the potential harm it could cause, he quit smoking altogether. Sudden mystic insight. As a young boy, Tesla experienced a pivotal moment that would go on to define his life. It was the day he witnessed the tragic accident that took the life of his older brother, Dane. This event left an indelible mark on him. Growing up in a family of Serbian Orthodox priests, Tesla's upbringing was deeply rooted in spirituality and faith. But it was the years following his brother's passing that something truly extraordinary began to happen. Tesla started having visions. He described seeing the air around him as filled with tongues of living flame. These visions were unlike anything he or anyone around him had experienced before. As he grew into adolescence, Tesla developed the ability to exert his willpower over these visions, gaining a degree of control over them. It was a skill that would prove invaluable in his later scientific pursuits. In his later years, Tesla became deeply connected to the city he called home, New York. He claimed to have a mystical bond with the city's pigeons, spending a significant portion of his time feeding them and, he believed, communicating with them on a level that transcended the ordinary. Tesla's ditch-digging days. After graduating from university, Tesla embarked on a journey that would eventually lead him to the United States in 1884. His dream was to work alongside Thomas Edison, the renowned inventor of his time. Tesla landed a job at Edison's electric company in Paris, showcasing his impressive engineering skills. Edison, known as the Wizard of Menlo Park, threw down a challenge. He mentioned he'd pay a hefty $50,000 for an improved direct current generator design. Tesla, undeterred, worked tirelessly day and night until he cracked the code. When Tesla presented his ingenious design to Edison, he was met with an unexpected response. Edison claimed it was all a joke and refused to pay up. Undeterred, Tesla took matters into his own hands. He left Edison's company and decided to forge his own path in the world of electricity. In his pursuit of backers for his research on alternating current, Tesla found himself in a rather unexpected job, digging ditches for a mere $2 a day just to make ends meet. The same mind that would go on to revolutionize the world of electricity was once a humble ditch digger, working hard to fund his visionary ideas. Tesla's X-ray quest. Back in the 1890s, Tesla and Twain struck up an unlikely friendship, bonded by Twain's deep curiosity for all things tech. One fateful night, they gathered in Tesla's lab. Twain posed for one of the very first photographs ever taken under the glow of incandescent light. In 1895, Tesla, along with photographer Edward Ringwood Hewitt, invited Twain back to the lab for a second photo shoot. But this time, they used a peculiar contraption known as a Crookes tube to illuminate the scene. When Tesla examined the resulting negative, he was in for a disappointment. The image was blotchy, almost ruined. He couldn't figure out what went wrong. Just weeks later, a German scientist named Wilhelm Röntgen made a groundbreaking discovery. He revealed something he called X-radiation, which was produced by none other than Crookes tubes, the same device Tesla had used. And that's when the light bulb moment hit Tesla. He realized that the splotches and spots on Twain's photograph were actually caused by X-ray shadows, cast by the metal screws of the camera. War-ending invention. At the height of the Spanish-American War, Tesla was immersed in a side project that would revolutionize naval warfare. He crafted a miniature boat, controlled entirely by rudimentary radio signals. Imagine, a vessel that could be started, stopped, and steered without a single soul on board. When Tesla filed a patent for this incredible device, the U.S. Patent Office couldn't wrap their heads around it. They sent an agent straight to Tesla's Manhattan lab for a live demonstration. Tesla, undeterred, showcased his invention to some of the most influential figures of his time. Names like J.P. Morgan and William K. Vanderbilt were among those who witnessed this groundbreaking creation. Tesla's vision extended far beyond a mere technological marvel. He boldly declared to the New York Post that his invention had the power to make warfare as we knew it obsolete. He predicted that battleships would cease to be built, and even the mightiest naval artillery would become nothing more than scrap iron. Century-long space prediction. Back in the summer of 1899, Nikola Tesla embarked on a groundbreaking experiment in Colorado Springs, Colorado. He set up a field laboratory to explore the potential of high-altitude stations for transmitting information and electric power over vast distances. One fateful July day, while Tesla was meticulously tracking lightning storms, something incredible happened. His equipment picked up a series of mysterious beeps. After ruling out any possible earthly or solar origins, Tesla came to an astounding conclusion. These signals were not from our world, but from another planet. Fast forward to Christmas of that same year. The American Red Cross reached out to Tesla, asking for his prediction on the greatest scientific achievement of the upcoming century. In his message to the Red Cross, he wrote, and I quote, "Brethren, we have a message from another world, unknown and remote. It reads 1, 2, 3. Let's leap ahead to 1996. Scientists took up the challenge to replicate Tesla's experiment. And guess what? They succeeded. Their study confirmed that the signal Tesla intercepted was, in fact, caused by a moon named Io passing through Jupiter's magnetic field. Isn't it incredible how Tesla's century-old prediction was validated by modern science? Tesla's lab designer. In 1901, Tesla managed to secure a hefty investment of $150,000 from the renowned financier J.P. Morgan. The purpose was to build a laboratory at Wardenclyffe, Long Island. This facility would become the epicenter of Tesla's work on long-distance radio and electric power transmission. The mastermind behind the lab's design was none other than Stanford White, the leading architect of the time. Tesla and White were more than just collaborators. They were longtime friends. Together, they conceived a single-story laboratory with classical proportions. The real showstopper was the towering structure standing at an impressive 185 feet. This tower was no ordinary construction. In fact, it could be seen from as far as New Haven, Connecticut. He devised an elaborate grounding system to ensure that his transmitter could, in his words, get a grip on the Earth so that the whole of this globe can quiver. Imagine the sheer scale of ambition. A shaft nearly as deep as the tower itself, connected the transmitter to a series of 16 underground horizontal steel pipes. Each of these pipes measured a staggering 300 feet in length. This underground network was a marvel of engineering, a testament to Tesla's vision and innovation. Business partners. As Tesla worked tirelessly on his ambitious Wardenclyffe Tower project, he encountered a major roadblock. Funds were running out, and he turned to J.P. Morgan for additional support. However, despite Tesla's fervent pleas, Morgan declined to provide further funding. Now, some speculate that Morgan's decision was influenced by doubts about the profitability of Tesla's wireless power transmission plan. But the pivotal factor for Morgan was likely his apprehension about being drawn into a wave of speculative frenzy surrounding radio projects at the time. In July of 1903, after receiving a particularly blunt rejection from Morgan, Tesla took matters into his own hands. He cranked up his equipment, sending lightning streaking from the Wardenclyffe Tower into the night, an electrifying display of his determination. A year later, when Tesla's heartfelt request for funding met with a one-word response from Morgan, a resounding no, Tesla was undeterred. In a bold move, he wrote back, accusing the devout Episcopalian Morgan of being a Muslim fanatic. This tense exchange sheds light on the complexities of their relationship, showcasing the clash of visions between the practical-minded businessman and the visionary inventor. Tesla's isolated years. For decades, Tesla was a prominent figure in New York's high society. But as time passed, circumstances changed. Age and financial struggles led him to a more secluded life. He found himself living alone in a series of increasingly affordable hotels. What's intriguing is that he often found solace in the company of pigeons rather than people. Despite his isolation, Tesla held on to one tradition from his days as a renowned inventor: his annual press conferences on July 10th, his birthday. At the age of 79, Tesla made a jaw-dropping announcement. He claimed to have invented a pocket-sized oscillator with the power to bring down the Empire State Building. It's just one example of how Tesla's mind was always pushing boundaries. And then, at 80, Tesla revealed his secret for longevity: toe wriggling. He believed this simple practice was the key to a long and healthy life. And there you have it, folks. The isolated years of Nikola Tesla, a period that unveils the quirks and brilliance of this remarkable man. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more intriguing insights into history's hidden gems. Until next time, keep on exploring.